Victoria. Here comes Janet. I'm so glad. And so this is something new. It's called the Meetin. Okay, Meetin.com. And it's just kind of like Zoom, but it's something different. Okay, so hey, Gwendolyn. There's Miss Peggy. Nikki.
Hey, Nikki.
Yes, awesome. So wonderful. So glad to see y'all. Hey, text your customers because you definitely want to have your customers on tonight. Text them, send them this link and just say, hey, hop on and hear all about these foundations. Okay. So just as some others are joining in, just so you know that if you want your camera on, just at the top, okay, you should have a camera. And you can click on that and put your face on, or you can take your face off. Okay. So, all right, welcome. And so I know there's some new faces in here. I'm not for sure who all is in, but let me see here. Let me turn my kids has had my computer, my printer. Okay, sound like you, Jan, where your grandkids has had your iPad, definitely. So let me introduce everyone. And so, because I know with my unit, these are new faces to y'all. And so I want to introduce everybody. And so, Ann, we're going to start with you.
Don't be a pumpkin face.
There's your face. Yes.
So y'all, I've been in Mary Kay for 12, no, it'll be 14 years in December. And it's hard to believe that it's been that long. But I was an accounting finance manager before, and I am the proud leader of the Cinderella Dreamers.
Yay, Ann. Awesome. Okay. All right, Jan.
Hi, everybody. My name is Jan Kane, and I am the Future Executive Senior Sales Director from Munster, Texas, proud director of the Kane Celebrities. And I am so excited to be back. I'm seeing some familiar faces, and it's just so exciting. Welcome, everybody.
Yes, awesome. And then we have a new director, or I say she's still new. I'm not even, I think maybe 7 or 8 months, new director.
7 months. 7 months.
7 months. Okay. All right. And Karen, come on and just tell them a little bit about you.
My name is Karen Miles, and I'm from Lone Grove, Oklahoma. I'm the proud new director of Karen's Classic Cowgirls, and I'm excited to be here tonight.
Awesome. Yay, Karen. And so welcome to this. And I know this is new to Karen, is joining in with this group here as far as joining in as one of the speakers. So welcome. All right. Well, my name is Kelly Fuller, and I'm the MC, kind of like to keep things rolling tonight. But you know what? Let me just tell you, sometimes I squirrel. Okay. And I may run off somewhere, and Ann will say, Kelly, come back in. Okay, drag it back in here, Kelly. And so anyways, just so y'all know. Now, if you would just open up the chat, and for all the guests, if you would just open up the chat and put your name in the chat, all right, and where you're from, and then also put your consultant's name in there. So that way we know who your consultant is. And if you want to put in there who, you know, where you're from. We love to hear that. So we have Gwendolyn from Florida, and I know we have a Jacksonville, Florida, and I know we have another. Are y'all called Floridans? What are y'all called? How do you say?
Floridians.
Floridians, is that what it is?
Floridians.
Floridians.
Okay, all right. So, well, welcome. So tonight, you guys. Well, let me just tell you, my name is Kelly Fuller, and I've been with Mary Kay for 33 years, and love this business, and I'm proud director of Kelly's Kickers. So definitely. All right. So tonight is all about don't be a pumpkin face. So do you know what that means? All right. Make sure you have the correct color of foundation. This time of year is where the weather's changing, and so you want to make for sure that you have the correct foundation. Maybe even you may need to go to a different formula. All right. And just because maybe wintertime you're more dry and you could go to a different formula, and during the summertime, maybe you're more oily. All right. And so that way you can find out what foundation is best for you. Let me see if I can get some more people on the screen here. There we go. There's Mara Beth. Yes. So I could add more people on the screen. So, hey. All right. And then I do see a Tammy. All right. So Tammy, if you would put in the comment, tell us who your consultant is and where you're from. And then Nikki, I see you're on the screen. And so Nikki, if you would just put in the chat there, tell us who you are and if you're a consultant or if you are a customer and where you're from. And Victoria, Peggy, and Mara Beth, all of y'all, why don't y'all do that? So yes, we have Gail that is from Florida. All right. And Jessica Wilson is her consultant. And I know Megan, Jessica is Megan's consultant too. All right. So I know Nikki, I see you like, are you typing down there? I can tell you're kind of typing down there.
Yes.
All right.
She is one of Karen's superstars. Let me just
Okay,
say,
great.
And we're so excited that Nikki gets to meet Ann and Kelly. So these are fabulous directors from the Denton, Texas area. So Nikki, you're here. We're glad you're here.
Yes. All right. So is what we're going to do, just to kind of let you know, is each of us directors are going to kind of tell you a little bit about some products that can help you find your foundation. And then also, you can also send this. There's a YouTube link that I can, I will send out to your director, a YouTube link that you can text to your customer. All right. She can go through and kind of hear a little bit more about our foundations, what helps the foundations to stay on longer, and about a foundation quiz that we're going to talk about. So to get started, I'm going to turn it over to Miss Ann High.
Okay, so here we go again, y'all. So we're talking tonight, it's don't be a pumpkin face. And I know that you guys know what that means, right? Like this is the time of year that we really do need to think about stepping down, maybe stepping down one shade or whatever in our foundations. But let me tell you a little story. So my friends will come to me and tell me, I want my foundation to look just like yours. Some of them are my customers and some of them aren't, right? So the first thing I say to them is, what kind of skincare are you using? Are you using your skincare? Especially those that are my customers, I'm like, are you using all of your skincare? Because y'all think of your face as a pound cake. Y'all, my grandmother used to make the yummiest pound cake I have ever had. Nice lemon pound cake, and it always bounced back. Well, that's what our face should do. That's what our skin on our face should do. It should bounce back. And I promise you, if you're using your skincare, it's going to bounce back. So that gives it a nice canvas to start with. Y'all think of your foundation is that yummy, sugary icing. You know that drizzle, just that drizzle that we put on pancakes. Think of your foundation as that going on your face. It's always going to go on so much better, y'all, if you just using your skincare. If you don't know if you don't have a skincare routine, or you're thinking maybe you need a change, then please get with your consultants, because they will be able to tell you which skincare works for you. And remember, we can all mix and match if you love part of one, not part of another, whatever, but we can always mix and match. But that is absolutely the most important, is your skincare, so that we can have pound cake faces.
Are you talking about where it bounces back? Is that called like the elasticity that we lose?
Yes. But Ann can't always say that word, so I just say it bounces back.
I like
I
that.
don't know
I
about
like
y'all, but my mouth is watering for some lemon pancake with that
icing.
and the icing dribbled all over it. Oh my
And
God.
then it gets down in the middle, the
Oh,
icing.
yeah. Just
Then
give
we
me all of
peel that out.
That's right.
Give me a spoon.
Yes.
Okay,
Yes.
so after we put all of our skincare on and we've put our moisturizer on, make sure you're using your moisturizer, y'all, because that's really important, because that's going to help everything. We have to use our foundation primer. So y'all, this is the foundation primer, and you guys, I'm sure that everybody that's watching this has used this. It's a needle nose. I use it from this tip of my finger to just draw a line, get it heated up. It comes down the middle. It's going to help your foundation go on and stay on longer. Y'all, it dries to a nice powdery finish. It helps to reduce the appearance of pores. Don't we love that? Of pores, fine lines and wrinkles, and other skin skin imperfections. It dries fast to a lightweight matte finish. So even if you're not using foundation, you can still always stop with your primer. It's your protection step. It perfects skin as it enhances foundation benefits and extends the wear. It's a patent pending oil-free gel formula and mineral enriched to absorb oil and diffuse light for skin perfecting benefits. And now it provides a layer of broad spectrum SPF sun protection. So y'all, this is a must have. Just like your skincare, this is just, think of it as part of your skincare because you need this whether you're wearing makeup or not. Okay, it's your foundation primer.
And it just
And I
feels like
believe-
satin.
So Kelly, is Jan next?
Jan is next. Yes.
I am next. And, you know, I get to talk about foundations because that's what we're here for. But it was funny when we talked about it today. Guess what I had to do? I had to go color match my skin because I have lost all my tan, per se, and I had to go a little bit lighter. So, yes, I didn't want to be the pumpkin face tonight for sure. But I'm going to talk about, we do have several different kinds of foundations, but the one that I'm talking about tonight is a liquid foundation, and it is our CC cream. Now, CC stands for complete coverage. That's what I call it anyway. And what I love about this, it delivers 8 benefits. Now, think about this. Putting on top of that pound cake right here. Think about the benefits. The one step you're doing with the CC cream. This is our CC cream. It protects, it brightens, it corrects, it minimizes redness, it conceals. Oh my goodness. It hydrates, it reduces visible signs of aging, and it defends. So I don't know what else could you get that had eight benefits. But the CC cream comes in a great tube, okay, and in several colors. But I love it because it has a pump on it, and you just get just the right amount to cover your entire face. Now, the CC cream is a lightweight coverage for a natural, flawless looking complexion. And it's really neat because when you apply it, it just blends with the pigment in your skin. But CC cream does have an SPF, and that's another thing that I love because you can run out the door, put this on, run out the door, and you're perfect. It has SPF, plus it's a tinted moisturizer. So all those things it does for you. I think y'all are sold on this. It's 22, okay?
Yes. Okay. Awesome. And I love just putting the CC cream on. I don't know about y'all. Like if I'm going to the pool, okay, put a, CC cream on. And then, like Jan said, it's great. The CC stands for the coverage. All right. Correcting coverage. And so anyway, so I do love just putting that on. Even if I don't want a full face on, I don't know. Do y'all do this? I don't want a full face on and I just want to run to the store. I put a CC cream on.
Yeah.
Okay.
And dark glasses and big red lips.
There you go. That's right. That's right. Well, I'm going to talk about is our cream to powder. And I just, I have to tell you one thing. It's about a couple funny stories. Okay. First off is, let me just tell you, when you see someone have the wrong color foundation and they're a friend, okay, do you want to just tell them, oh, hey, Jan, your foundation is not the correct foundation. Okay. Do you just want to tell them? Or, my husband even says, like, even on the TV, if we see somebody, he'll say, they need some help with their foundation. Okay. And so I'm like, yeah, they do. So anyways, just to tell you, one day we were in, another friend of mine, we were in a Michael Kors store. Okay. Michael Kors. And if y'all all know my friend Trudy Nicholas, all right, and we're at the register checking out, okay, and I looked over and Trudy had this long line right here, all right, and so I look over and I said, Trudy, you've got this line, and here we are at the counter, okay, of Michael Kors, and I'm trying to blend her face in, okay, and she's just looking at me like ready to kill me, all right, and so I have learned. And a funny story happened to Jan, when we were in Florida. All right. And also, just I remember a second time someone said to Jan, she started messing with Jan's face and she said, "Don't touch my face." Trying to blend her in. And so one thing is, don't ever touch somebody's face unless you ask permission. Okay. Isn't that correct? So even if you're wanting to reach over and blend somebody, all right, just say, "Hey, can I blend you right here?" You're kind of in, and they'll say, "Absolutely, please do." And so, but just always ask, because I have found out, you have to ask. And I mean, I can tell you so many stories about Jan and somebody else, what they had said. Yeah. Oh my gosh. But I'm not even go there.
I've got a good story for you, Kelly, when it gets to be my turn again.
Oh, so I'm talking about cream to powder. All right. And just so you know that cream to powder, it goes on like a cream. Okay. And then it turns to a powder. All right. And so it does come like this. You can put it in a compact. All right. And then underneath, I have a sponge. So you could use a sponge or you can use it with your fingers. Okay. And so anyways, this is how I have my cream to powder, and it's a little bit more coverage. All right. And so because it's a little bit heavier, but it goes on like a cream. And the great thing is it does turn to a powder. It's great for oily skin, but it is really for all skin types. Okay. But it is great for oily skin. And the best thing is, if anybody lives in Texas or anywhere that it's humid, okay. I mean, Florida people are like, "Yep, right here, humid." Then let me just tell you, it's not going to melt. Okay. So right there, I'm sold on that. All right. But we have several different colors of it. I'll just tell you, we have 12 colors. And I mean, it's very easy to match. It's very fresh on your face. Okay. It lasts 12 hours. All right. It's heat and humid resistant. Okay. Humid resistant. All right. It glides on as a lightweight cream to hide imperfections. Okay. Evens out the skin tone and dries to a soft, powdery, matte finish. All right. And so I love it. Like I said, it comes, I think it's 12 different shades. All right. And again, you can purchase this just alone, like just the foundation, or you can purchase a compact and a sponge to go with it. Okay. And so I want a compact to where it's easy. Okay. And then a sponge. I don't like anything on my fingers. And so I always use brushes and sponges. Okay. So how many of you think, "Oh my gosh, you would love a CC cream"? Put in the chat. We want to see some people chatting in there. We like some feedback. All right. Had you right now prefer a CC cream or right now a cream to powder? Okay. And so, and then Anne is going to tell you about a different foundations that we have. So go ahead, Anne.
All right. I love these, y'all. This is these are our 3D foundations. We have a matte and we have a luminous. So do you guys know the difference between a matte and a luminous? That's okay, because I'm going to tell you. So your matte is going to dry to a nice powdery finish. Now I'm a combination to oily girl, and I like a matte finish because I never want to be shiny, right? So it's a nice finish, matte finish. Your luminous is more of a dewy finish. So oily girls kind of think that's a little shiny, but it's a dewy finish, right? But it does have, both of them have 12 hours of moisturization. They provide a long-lasting finish. It's humidity and sweat resistant. And it has the 3D complex, age minimizing complex in them. So if anything I put on my face, I really do prefer it to be anti-aging. I'm not sure about you, but I like the anti-aging aspects. So these little babies have telematch in them, which means it goes on as a true liquid, and you have to leave it just a second before, and it's going to match your skin tone. Y'all, I have never had foundation that you can't tell I have on foundation, which is that's what we're supposed to do. We're not supposed to, nobody can tell that matches like these do, right? So, although my CC cream is pretty good too. So, but true skin tones, they come in a warm undertone, a neutral undertone, and a cool undertone. And that's actually the way it should be matched. Okay. And it's a medium to full coverage. These are medium to full coverage, where the others are a lighter coverage.
Can you compare the foundations to something we can eat?
No.
Yeah, exactly.
Chocolate.
Chocolate
I'm
fudge.
gonna say whipped cream, okay?
Chocolate fudge.
How about
Yes.
some-
Cream
or Jan's Texas sheet cake. Now that's
Oh, yeah,
some
there you
good
go.
stuff.
Definitely. So, all right. So, how many of you have ever tried our matte or luminous? Okay. I'm a normal dry. Okay. And so I prefer, actually, I wear the matte foundation. All right. But I did put on the cream to powder tonight because that's what I was talking about. So I do, I do see a difference as far as a little bit more coverage, but I'm telling you, I love our matte wear foundation. Definitely. Jan and Ann and Karen, what do y'all use?
Well, I use the luminous because I love that fresh, dewy look. Okay. Of course, we're not telling age here, but I am the grandmother of the group. So let's.
Whatever.
So I wear the luminous, but I wear CC cream in the summer for sure.
Okay. All right. Ann, what do you use?
Okay, so you guys ready for this? I wear cream to powder when I play golf. I use I use CC cream when I don't. I'm just out and about and I'm doing my thing. I don't really have any events, like whatever. And then I use the 3D when I know I'm going to be on Zoom. I have a meeting, I have an appointment. Like when I feel like I'm dressing, I always wear my 3D.
Don't
You wear
love
what? The last one?
choices? I love the choices, Ann.
I know. Yes. All right. And Karen, what do you use?
I use the 3D, but my go-to is the CC cream.
Is the CC cream your go-to? Okay.
Yes.
All right. So see, look at all the different, choices that we have. Well, if you're thinking, how do I find my right foundation shade? Okay. Now, let me just tell you, a lot of consultants may not even know this. Okay. But I will tell you, there is a foundation quiz on your consultant's website. Okay. Did y'all know that? There is a foundation quiz. And let me just tell you, we were talking about that today, and I have never, every time I send a customer to this, it's matched, right on. Okay. It is right on the money. And so I'm just going to share the screen and I'm just going to show y'all where to find this quiz. And just so you know, okay, for everyone that goes in and does this quiz, okay, and then you post it, text it to your consultant, and then your consultant will text it to the director, all right, and your name's going to go into a drawing. I just threw that in there, Jan, Ann, and Karen, okay, but I thought we want people using that, all right, we want people to use that.
Great idea.
That app. Okay, so all right, great. Megan says I need to take that quiz. So I'm fixing to share with y'all. Now you would go to your consultant's website. Okay. All right, so I'm going to share the screen and I am going to go to this website here, or to my website is where I'm going. Okay, and so it's going to pull up. All right. So here you go. So this is my website here. Okay. But again, you want to make sure you go to your consultant's website. All right. And when you go in to, let me just go right here to the homepage. This is the homepage of our consultant's websites. And it says shop. And then it says tips and trends, sell Mary Kay, my MK, catalog. All right. And celebrate. Okay. So we're going to go to tips and trends. So when you go down to the tips and trends. All right. Then you're going to go down here and it says find your true shade. Okay. So you're going to just click on that. All right. And then just go next. And so here it has just so many different ranges of skin type color. Okay. Skin coloring. So we have a light to ivory. We have an ivory, the lightest to beige, light beige, beige, darker beige, light bronze, bronze, and deep bronze. And so I love that Mary Kay has all shades from the lightest to lightest to the darkest to darkest. Okay. And I love that. And so you can just go in and, click which one you are. And so I'm going to change. I changed into the wintertime and the fall. And so I'm going to go into the ivory. So I'm just going to do a quiz for myself. Okay. And then I would click next. And then it just asks you, how do you want your skin to look? All right. I like a matte and shine free. Where Jan said she likes the luminous and glowing. Okay. So, customers are different. And then it says, how does your skin respond to time in the sun? And these are 3 questions that consultants should always ask. When you're in the sun, okay, do you burn or do you turn red easily? Okay. So I always say, do you just, I ask my customers, do you burn? Do you burn then tan? Or do you just tan? Okay. And me, I burn then tan. So that one is sometimes I burn, but my skin tone deepens afterwards. So I don't peel. If I peel, sometimes it might be on the nose. But if you're using sunscreen, you shouldn't have that problem, correct?
Yes.
Correct.
Okay. So I'm going to click on sometimes I burn, but my skin tone deepens. And then I'm going to go next. Okay. And then it says, what's your number 1 must-have foundation benefit? Weightless, comfortable feeling on my skin, all day long wear, all right, that won't disappear in the heat or humidity, and then skin loving, age fighting ingredients. Okay, so let me just tell you, I could probably pick all 3 of these, all right, and I don't think it will let you pick all 3, but I'm going to say that I'm going to go all day long. I want my foundation to stay on all day long. Okay. And that I don't have to touch it up. It's not melting or anything like that. Okay. And so I'm just going to say, find my match. Okay. And this is where it takes you and it's showing you like what your foundation match is. So it says, looks like there's more than 1 shade. Pick the one that most matches. And so I would go with the neutral 160. Okay. And then I would click here. And then it tells me here about the foundation. Okay. The benefits. It's the IntelliMatch that, Anne is so smart on. All right. Technology. And so definitely 12 hours of control, humidity, sweat, and transfer resistant formula. And our skin loving, patent pending. Okay. Age minimizing 3D. Okay. So that is the color. And I promise you, if I was to pick that color, all right, it would, let me go out of this. It would definitely be the correct match. Okay. And so anyway, so how many of you love that? How many of you just love that, that little, so I want you to go in and do your own matching. Okay. And see what it comes up with. And then you can say to your consultant, hey, this is the color it says that I need. Can you send me a sample of that foundation? All right. And then just to make for sure, always want to do right here on the jaw. Okay. Right through here. Never use the back of your hand or on your neck. Okay. That is not where you want to match. Okay. So anyway, so that is a little bit about finding the correct foundation match for you if you don't know what color, all right, that you would use. Okay. And so now something else to add, I'm going to turn it over to Anne, what you can use over your foundation.
So y'all, there's a theme tonight. Anne got all the combination to oily things because I am the combination oily queen. Y'all, this is the translucent powder. I love this. You guys can see, like, can you see, like, you can't really see, but Like it truly is translucent. So anybody, it's good for anybody. There's no shades, there's no nothing. But let me tell you what this is going to do. It's going to provide a sheer invisible finish on every skin tone. It feels weightless, natural, and velvety soft, just like fudge on your skin. See, Jan? It eliminates the need for shade matching, and it controls unwanted shine all day. And you might ask, how does it do that? Well, it has silica in it, and silica actually collects oil. So there's several of our products that have silica in it, and silica is an oil, like it collects the oil. It dries the oil up so that that's what makes it keep it from being shiny. It absolutely sets it, and it also makes it you're not gonna, like, you can hug your honey bunny and it's not gonna be makeup on his sleeve.
Oh, I love that.
Mhm.
That is great.
Okay. All right. And so, Karen, we're going to turn it over to you, and Karen's going to talk about another type of powder that you can use.
Yes, we have the setting powder. It comes in 12 shades. Okay. It come out the winter, I think, of 2021, I think. And it is silky. It is smooth. It is a soft powder, and it is fragrance free, and it's plant based, and the silicones in it is really, really good. Okay. And this is just a setting powder. You can take your all over brush and you can kind of see, and it just all over your skin and your face. And it just sets it. And like I said, it comes in 12 shades. And you can just pick which one's the best for you. And that's it. And it's $20. And make sure to reach out to your consultant and get you one.
Great. Awesome. Thank you, Karen. And so,
Thank
the
you.
translucent powder or the color, which is the setting. So you get to pick. All right. And I like both. All right. But most of the time I just go with the translucent powder. Okay. Definitely. And it is translucent, even though it's white. Right, Anne? So definitely. Okay.
It doesn't have flashback when you're doing selfies
Right.
or you're having any kind of photographs made. And that flashback, it doesn't, create a flashback from the camera. So translucent is awesome.
Yes, it is. Okay. All right. And then Jan is going to tell you different ways to apply foundations.
Well, there's some favorite ways that I have, but the one thing that I really wanted to talk about is our sponges. And this is the Kelly story. So one time we're at leadership, and we had just gotten these brand new foundation sponges. And they are about the size of this box, as you can see, okay? But you're supposed to wet them. And Kelly was putting it on like this instead of like this when it's wet. They expand. Do you see the difference? Now, she was just over there just trying to get this foundation. I was going, Kelly, you need to wet the sponge.
I didn't know.
I know. And anyway, after she learned
Kelly,
that,
I didn't know either.
We're learning. We're learning. Right, Kelly? We're
it might
learning.
be true. But it was so much fun. She said, oh, it goes on so much smoother.
Oh my gosh. It feels so good.
I know, and it feels so good. Isn't that correct? The sponge is one of my favorites. I'm just going to tell you, it has a pointed end. Okay. It has a flat. Okay. So, you can get these areas with the flat, but the pointed end is perfect for under the eyes and getting it, right around your face. So this is my favorite go-to. Now, when you use a sponge, you're going to get a different kind of foundation coverage. Each thing is going to give you a different. But our liquid foundation brush, if you can see it, it's very flat on the end. I love our brushes. They're just very easy to handle, and it is angled just a bit so you can get underneath the eye. These brushes are just as soft as you can imagine. I mean, for Mary Kay's makeup artist designed these brushes. And, they should know what they like, right? So they designed the brushes, but they're so easy to use. this foundation brush will give you a very lightweight finish. Okay, they're just made like that to give a lightweight finish. Then with the, I call it a blending brush. Mary Kay calls it a blending brush. I wish there was a way I could poke it through there. You could feel this because it is the softest. It's a jillion hairs right in there. And it is the softest, neatest brush to blend your makeup in. I do use this brush after I use the sponge just to blend in everywhere, you know, around the face and maybe even around here to make sure I don't have that telltale line. But this brush feels so good. And I know every time I demo this, they say, I got to have that brush. So we do not use fingers. And just because you're transferring oil to your face or whatever, and you also get fingerprints in your makeup. You want to have that matte or the luminous look, and you want it to be smooth, and it gives you that smooth look.
Mhm.
So those are the three that you can choose from. Just make sure if you get the sponge to wet it.
Yes. And if that sponge would fit in this little compact, I would use it in that. But I don't think it'll squish down like that. Definitely.
I love that we can tell stories on each other.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, we've got some stories, all right.
Stories, let me tell you.
Yes. So, y'all, let me just tell you something else that we are doing, okay, for all of you that are on tonight, is how many of you could get excited about $500 cash? Did anybody get excited about that? All right. And so let me just tell you, I would go shopping. So if you won $500 cash, what would you do with it? Okay. I always say, you can't say pay bills, okay, because that's no fun. What would you do? Okay. I want to know, what would you do? I would go shopping.
Buy a pair of boots.
Buy a pair of boots. Karen has more boots than she could even fit in her closet. Okay. Peggy said, go see my granddaughter. Absolutely. Okay. And what would you do?
Oh, shopping.
You'd go shopping with me, wouldn't you? Oh, yeah. We'd hit all-
Girlfriends, here I come.
There we go. Nikki says purses. Someone said go visit my BFF. And so, Megan, where is that? I hope it's not across the town. Okay. I hope it's somewhere you got to fly to. All right. And so, Jan, what would you do?
I would go on vacation.
Go on vacation.
Yeah, I would find a warm beach, sunny.
Just
nice.
lay there. Yes, definitely. Yeah. So y'all, so just think. So let me see, where is it? New Jersey. Okay, so Megan would have to go to New Jersey. All right. So let me just tell y'all, all the guests that are on tonight, okay, your name is going into a drawing November 2nd, which is my birthday. Just so y'all, just to remind y'all, okay, November 2nd is going to be our drawing. All right. And so all the guests that is on our streams, okay, on our events every week, then you will be in the drawing. Okay. Your consultant. All right. So consultants get in the drawing too, but just so you know, consultants, we don't win the cash. It's only for our customers, but you can win a beautiful Consuela bag. It's a crossbody bag. And oh my gosh, it is so beautiful. And anyway, so yeah, so consultants that go into a drawing for the crossbody Consuela bag. All right. So be sure to always join in on our events all month long. Other ways that you can get in this, all right, is to have a facial. And so maybe you want to sit down with your consultant and find out what skincare you need, to find out what foundation you need, all of that. So just have a facial. Maybe invite some friends over. Your name goes in again. Okay. And another way is by listening to the marketing plan. And that's seriously just to hear how we make our money. Okay. So we are going to share with you tonight, just really quick, some quick ways of how we do make our money. All right. But really, if you want to hear a little bit more, because I know 33 years ago when I started Mary Kay, I had to I wanted to learn a little bit more, hear a little bit more. And so definitely, you know, if you need to hear a little bit more. And so the directors here in just a minute, we're going to tell you a little bit about Pink. Okay. But right now, Jan is going to tell you how you can get the products that we talked about tonight.
Yes. You know, we always have a fun way of getting our products, and that is our blessing to you, our customers that make us look good. for being our customers. And so what we're going to do is you're going to be able to get the primer, a must. That's for, sponge cake. Okay. And the foundation, which is the icing. And then you get the translucent powder, which has no flashback and it takes care of if you do have a little oily skin. That is $63. But guess what? You can choose the sponge or the brush, the foundation brush, or the blending brush, and get it half price. Okay. So we like to give you a little bit of a deal with your foundation and everything that you love tonight. And you get with your consultant and find out which foundation matches.
Awesome. So yeah, so you can just go in, put in the chat, sold. I want the deal. Everybody wants a deal. Okay.
I want it all.
I want it all. That's right. Yes. So, and yeah, so that offer, okay, is for the next 24 hours. All right. That you can purchase from your consultant, and you can, go onto the website, do your foundation quiz, or just say, hey, come over and match me. All right. So, all right. So we're going to just tip quickly. All right. We have 3 minutes, you guys, because we don't like to keep them all night. And so we're going to tell you about PINK. Okay. The acronyms of PINK. And so, Jan, we're going to start with you.
Well, that's because we're number one.
Yay.
Did you know that Mary Kay is number one? We are the number one brand of skincare and color cosmetics in the world. And I am so glad that Mary Kay has that honor and that privilege, especially in our 60th anniversary. So P stands for product, and we love our product. I was just sitting here thinking, 51 years for me, 33 for Kelly, 14 for Ann, I think, 30 years, I think, for Karen. Add those up. That's over 100 years, y'all. That must tell you something, okay? We love Mary Kay. We love what it stands for. We love the product. And there's all kinds of ways that you can get product. And I know some of these other ladies are going to tell you that. But just remember, we're number one.
And we're made right here in the USA.
Yes.
Made right here in the USA. Absolutely. Okay. All right. So Ann is going to tell you about the I.
Money, y'all. I'm telling you about I is income. Money makes Ann happy. So let me tell you, how do we make our money? We do facials. We make you feel like $1 million from the outside inside, right? I always tell my people my customers, when they come see me, or friends I had never met before until I meet them at a facial, that the only thing I want you to do is feel better when you left me than when you came in. If you go out smiling and you feel good about yourself, then that's all that really matters. That's a blessing of the heart, but I'm talking about hard money. We're talking about money. Y'all, we make 50% on everything that we sell. So we buy for one and we sell for two. Very simple. We also are the highest commission for our sales and our team building of any other direct company, any other direct sale company. Y'all, that means we've been around for 60 years. We have got it figured out. It has not changed. Now, the percentages may go up or down, but I think the 50% has always been 50%. Right, y'all?
Yeah.
So I know for my time, it's always been 50%. And y'all, your first day as a consultant, you make 50% on everything that you sell until your very last day as a consultant. You make 50% on everything you sell. So, and no matter how high you go up, you always make your 50%. It's not like, we really are different from other direct sale companies.
Amen.
The third way we make our money is our cars. So we have the choice to earn a car or not earn a car. But when we earn our cars, the company leases it for 2 years for us, and that is income for us, right? So, and then every 2 years we get to go into car qualification again. So we're always driving a new car. And so that is the other part of our income. So we sell the product to make women feel like $1 million. We team build because some people just like to be savvy shoppers, but other people want the whole deal and want to empower women. So that's the second way. And then our cars are our third way. And that's how you make the real big girl money.
That's right. Awesome. Yes. So, okay. And then Karen is going to talk about the N.
Okay, this month it's $25 to join Mary Kay, and N stands for nothing to lose. You have nothing to lose. Okay, you come into this business and there's nothing. I mean, let's say you didn't want to do it, you can get out. Mary Kay gives you 90% of your money back. There's nothing to lose. It's an opportunity of a lifetime. Just try it. Okay, work the business and you will go far. Okay, you really will.
Awesome. Yes. And then I'm going to talk about the K. All right. So Jan's talked about the P, the products, and talked about the I, which is our income. All right. Karen talked about the N, nothing to lose. All right. And I'm going to be talking about the K, which is for kit. Okay. And so I'm just going to share the screen right here. All right. And I'm just going to share here. All right. Let me make sure I'm right. There we are. Okay. There we go. And so I want to make sure this is up. There we go. And so I'm going to see if I can enhance it a little bit more to where everybody can see that.
Great job.
All right. So it says join Mary Kay your way, y'all. So there's 3 different ways you can get started with Mary Kay. The first way is you can just say, hey, you know what? I just want to do this online. Okay. I don't want to do those facials. I don't want to do any of that. I just want to be able to do this product online. I don't want to get in the space of people. Okay. Which I love people. I can't even imagine. All right. And so you can just join for $25, you guys, this month. You can't even like buy, seriously, you can't even go to the grocery store for $25 anymore. Seriously. All right. And so $25, that gets you started. Okay. With it, we call it the e-start. And so that's your first step of getting started. You, like Ann said, the 50%, that, yeah, you can, start making 50% on your sales, or maybe you just want to be a consultant and get your products at a discount for sure. But let me just tell you what else you get for that $25. Okay. Is you get a website. Remember that website that I showed you that your customers can shop on? 24/7. You get that free for the $25. And then also you get an app, okay, that you can take credit cards from customers. And so you don't even have to leave your house, okay,
Awesome.
as a consultant. You can just stay in your house all day long and sell and ship to people, okay? All right, ship to your customers. The next thing is you can add on. I always say you can add this on. And it's samples. And so just like I said, if you want to try a sample of our skincare or a sample of our foundation, this is a little sample box that you can send to your customers. And you can add that on for $35, okay, along with that $25. Okay, so you can add all these samples on. You get skincare samples, lipstick samples, mascara samples. I mean, all of this great stuff, really, books and sales tickets. So that is also just a great little promotion there. Normally it would cost $45, but you can get it today for $35. And the last step, of course, is my favorite. All right. You cannot go wrong. Jan, when you started Mary Kay 51 years ago, how much was your starter kit?
I'm not really for sure, but I'm thinking it was like $50, $40 or $50.
Okay. I know when I got started with Mary Kay, it was $90. Okay. And I know, Ann, how much was yours?
100.
100. And Karen?
I really don't remember.
Okay. I know.
actually got a couple of them, to be honest.
Okay. So it's been a while, but y'all, let me just tell you, I just got samples in my starter kit. I didn't even get full-size product. And I know that's what Jan got too, probably just samples and just demos. And so, but in this kit right here for $75, you guys, you get full-size product. I always say you can use on your face, use it for yourself. You can sell it, okay? Or is what it's in there for is to demo, okay? To demo products with customers. And so you get all the training, samples. I mean, you're still getting your e-start, the $25, your website free, and your app to take credit card. You're still getting all of that. The only thing you're not adding on that, am I right? I just want to make sure. Am I right, y'all?
Yes.
Or do you still have to do
Yes.
the 25?
Yes,
have
you
to do
still
the
have to pay the
25.
25.
Okay, all right, because they just changed that. So I just want to make sure. So the 75 will get you the kit. And then if you wanted to pay the 25, you would get the eStart and the app for that. And then you could also always add on the samples. So those are the different ways to start, to get started. And so I just want to show y'all, okay. I said it was right here. I might have done something with it. It was right here. I think someone come in and stole my starter kit, you guys. And so
Oh,
I can't find it, but y'all, the bag itself is beautiful. Okay, isn't it? It is wonderful. So you've got, I mean, to me, just get started and do the 75 and get that bag. All right, definitely. Okay, so we've got a surprise. All right, so we are going to give away a eStart tonight. Okay, an eStart. So if this is something that you think, oh my gosh, I would love to get started with Mary Kay, Jan and I have these signs because we've done this before together for like 2.5 years. It says eStart for me. Okay. And so you could just put in the chat right now and just say, hey, eStart for me. I want to give this a shot. Okay. Let's give this a try. And so if you would just put in there in the chat, we've got to have 3 ladies or men. There may be men on here. 3 people to say, I'm in. Okay. Just put I'm in. Okay. So who's going to be the first? All right. To say I'm in for free. And so, and you would be into a drawing. All right. So as we're kind of waiting there, next week, does one of y'all want to tell about what we're doing next week?
Next week, we're doing pumpkin spice. Look.
Yes.
I look.
Yes. Pumpkin spice look. All right. And the great thing about that is your consultant can send you some samples. Okay. We'll post that in the groups. And so that way you can get some samples from your consultant and be able to try those with us. And we'll be showing you how to put those on. Okay. So that's our pumpkin spice look. We may have to wear a pumpkins again next week, right?
yeah.
All right. So hope you enjoyed tonight. I don't see where anybody is putting in the chat. Megan says, she loves pumpkin spice. All right. So I know she's going to be wanting those samples. All right. Definitely. So so if you still want to hear more, definitely get with your consultant and we can share a little bit more with you about how we make our money. And you can get into that extra drawing, right? Okay. For a little bit more.
Yeah.
All right. So I hope you enjoyed it tonight. I hope you learned something. Sorry, we ran about 5 minutes late. So y'all have a wonderful evening. All right. Hope you enjoyed our new way of sharing the product. All right. Thank you, everybody that joined in on our meeting group here and also on our Facebook pages. So thank y'all. Y'all have a blessed evening and we'll talk to you soon.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
y'all.
Bye-bye.
Okay. We're gone.
That was kind we're gone.
That was fun, wasn't it?
That was kind of fun.
Wasn't that
Really.
fun? Yeah. Mm-hmm. And pumpkin spice, I'll post that for next week. Okay.
Okay.
All right. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.